Hello, this is Jilly Bling. How are you? Today's project is a thank you card for those that order 50 plus with me in the month of June. So I love to make these cards and I always try to make them something so you know I really appreciate your orders. Without orders, I wouldn't be a demonstrator. But I put out a poll recently on YouTube asking, just because someone said, oh, a card kit. And I said, well, I send a completed card. They go, oh, I thought it would be a card kit. So I just said, nope, it's a regular, nice card. And the poll asked, would you rather a completed card or would you rather a card kit? And the answer surprised me because I would just assume you'd rather something done, completed. But the poll, here, I've got it right here. The poll, oh, new gems. The poll said otherwise. It said, oh, I just got another vote. Completed card, 62%. Card kit you make, 38. Before that was like 58 and 42%. So it got me thinking, okay, well, what should a card kit be? Because if it's a card kit, if it's anything I send, through the mail and it's not a completed card, I can't do the stamp and images on it. So I'm like, well, that relies really heavily on dies and also on designer paper. And then you could use whatever stamp set you have at home. So I thought, well, this one could work because you could put hello or thinking of you, friend. I mean, there's all kinds of little phrases that would go with friend. And then on the inside, you can use some of the dies once again and then decorate it with whatever you have. So I have thinking of you. So I'm trying this. So I love, if you're one that usually gets a thank you card, and this time you're going to get a thank you card kit, I would love to know your thoughts. And I'd also love to know, like, what style I don't mean to say it like this. Do you really want a card kit or do you want a completed card? So that's today's project, is completing a card kit. So if you get one of these in the mail, you'll have direction on how to put it together. So these were handy. Wait till I show you these up close. Can you see how sparkly they are? This is upcoming from online exclusive that you can start ordering in July, and it's called Pecan Pie in Clear Ribboned Adhesive Back Dots. And they are just so sparkly. I have them over there on the other table till I get done with this project. I'm not going to touch that over there. But every time I walk by, I'm like, what is that? What is making it just so sparkly? It's just how they're made. So those are going to be in the kit too because they're used right here. Okay, so let's get started on this. And I'd love, in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts on if you like card kits, what you would like your card kit to include. Because of course I think, oh, a flower. I would love to give a friend some flowers. Like, here's a bouquet of flowers for you. So many times I do flowers. But what do you think would work? Because who knew? I mean, you're learning new things all the time. So I have this. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it looks. And then for alternate words, because if you don't have Friends Are Forever, first of all, get it, it's a lot of fun. In the catalog, it comes with that really bright paper. But I was thinking, instead of the thank you right here, if you don't have this bundle or this set, you can use, like, I'm thinking maybe happy birthday. We always need happy birthday, but just like one single line, or unbounded love. Look at all those words on it. I was thinking maybe one of these, but we'll check this in a minute. Sample. Here's the card kit. That's what will come in the mail. We'll do this in just a minute. I'm using press and seal because I'll show you that in a minute too. There's all kinds of little pieces. They kind of have an order. Wouldn't it be great to receive them when they're kind of all lined up? We'll do this in a minute. This new ribbon, it's in the annual catalog, and it is called Striped Trim. But look at the iridescent colors, which works perfectly with these colors. It picks up the greens and the Coastal Cabana colors, It also picks up pink, not that we have any pinks in there, but it's a great addition to a lot of projects. And as we go along, I'll tell you the paper, the sizes I cut the paper, and I'll also put them on my blog, and my blog is jillybling.com. If you need to order anything, or if you'd like a card kit in the mail, if you could, use this host code, and I would love to send you a card kit. We'll be using Cute Crochet embossing folder, which is new in the annual catalog. And you might be thinking, well, where is that? And I don't know if you can see it on here. This white paper has the embossing folder on it. I wanted something really subtle so that you could really see the heart and the die cut pieces. So use that. These are the Friends Forever dies, and I'm using all except the larger hearts and the leaf. So the leaf, you would stamp it and then you would cut it out. And I'm trying not to do too much stamping because I don't want to tease you with, here's a whole card using this set. And when you get your kit, you're like, what am I to do? So I'm using just a few items, but today we'll be exchanging it for something else. In the catalog, Full of Life is on page 43, and there's a product suite. So right up here, see how it says Suite Collection? And it gives you a price, and that includes everything you see on this page. And just to confirm everything that comes for the $82.50, it's all listed right down there. But today we'll be using just the bundle, well actually quite a bit, the stamp set and dies, which are a bundle. And in the month of June, if you want any bundle, you get an additional 10% off. So when you bundle anything, you get 10% off, but you get an additional 10% off. This is where the striped ribbon idea came from. And I'm not using these gems, iridescent faceted gems, but they look great. And I'm not using this paper. I'll be using this, which is kind of an ombre effect, and it has, I think it's 5 sheets in each pack. I have 2 packs here. But look how pretty this is. Kind of like the Cajun Craze to Coral. But again, see how it's ombre? It looks like Fresh Freesia, maybe Melon Mambo to Misty Moonlight. That's a repeat of the front one. Oh, that one's pretty. Greens. Greens. Like I said, this is 2-pack. I pulled out the 2 sheets that we'll be using for today's project. And then Country Lace, I think it's called. Country Lace 12 by 12 designer paper. And that is for this piece here. This one right here. Okay. So let's get started with, so this is what will come in the mail. Like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to make it? In your little bag will be 3 gems and a little bit of that ribbon, because you just need a touch for this project. Let's get those out. There and here. Okay, and then die cut pieces. So these I die cut from the bundle. So you have this and that, and we'll layer those on top of each other. Oh, and notice how there's a little dot for the eye? I've got that hidden. I'll show you in just a minute. Then you get the swoosh that you stamp your greeting on, like, hello, hello, friend. And then your leaves. And then this is kind of like 2-part heart. And you're probably like, well, where are all the little cutouts? We are going to do the cutouts in that fancy ombre paper. So in your head, you're probably thinking, that's going to be, oh, I forgot one piece. That's going to be like a puzzle. It kind of is. You know? Let me see if I can. The piece that I forgot is I wanted to cut out this shape. I'm wondering if I could do without it. Because I'm going to put all the little pieces in. But before we get there, and I think I'm going to try it without, okay. See this little corner right here? It's attached so the heart can stay. If you did it in a full sheet of paper, like this half sheet, pretend like this didn't have the texture on it. If you die cut it like that, it would still be hanging on right here. So this needs a little trim. And you could trim it how much you want. You could completely trim it off, or you could leave a little. I think I'm going to completely trim this one off. Okay. And I'm going to try doing it without, I was going to try to cut out a backer piece to put all the little pieces on, but I'm going to try without it, because that might be even easier. And then there's also a die to cut out this, which is this die right here. Okay, and then here's the Country Lace designer paper. Just gets a little layer of black, so we can make that. Sometimes I have card kits, and this is why the pull results kind of surprise me. I have card kits, and I don't know what they're to, and they've been from years ago, and they're just sitting there, and I'd have to be really creative to come up with something a little different. So that's why I was thinking, does anyone want, which side is up? Does anyone really want card kits? But, like I said, I learn something new every day. So I'll put this right in the middle. Oh, let's get to the inside. We'll put that on in a minute. The inside, right here. So you're like, oh, that's where the pieces are. And I put it on the press and seal so that you would have an idea of where all these pieces go. Otherwise, it's a complete puzzle. And some of them kind of shift when I'm putting the press and seal on. So if you're like, well, what's with this press and seal? I'll show you about that. Okay, let me scooch all this over. So press and seal is this stuff. And it probably should be in the kitchen drawer, but mine is in the craft room. So I'm going to take out enough, and I'm just thinking about the size of the die. This is all I need, is about that much. I think I got a little too much here. Let me see if I can make it a little less. That looks good. When you do stuff, does it end up like that rather than a perfect piece? And I don't need it to be this long, so I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces. And press and seal, I'm like saran wrap person, or you know the Costco big stretch type. Yeah, we use that probably every day. But this stuff, I love it. Whenever I use it, it's like I should use that more often. Okay, so I'm going to have 4 from one strip. But you can use this stuff if ever. And what came to mind was, oh, I should have remembered the name of the kind commenter who said, you could use press and seal if you have, for instance, everything on your card all laid out. Like say that this was all beautifully laid out. I have flowers and leaves, and just see how it's, pretend like this is just beautiful. And she said, well, just take your press and seal, put it over the top, pick it up, and then start building your card. It's like, that's brilliant. But today we're just going to use it for these little pieces right here. Ooh, hopefully I'm not losing any of them. And if you're making your card kit, there should be 20, I don't want to pick that up again, 20 of these little pieces for the heart. Plus, oh, maybe I already lost one, plus a blue pretty peacock, and then over here is the dot for friend. Oh, this is a different one right here. That's the dot for friend. Okay, so back on task. So on your cutting plate, I have this ready to go, and I'm purposely showing you my beloved cutting pad that I've had for years, and look how it's not very warped. So I can't get rid of it, but because it's so ugly, look what it leaves me. And it looks like dirt, but it's just paper shards. So if you get one of these and you're like, Jill, that's really dirty, you know what all that is. I'll try to knock it off. So that comes out easy. And even some of you at class, you're like, what is this whenever I die cut stuff? It's like, yeah, but it's expensive to do plates all the time. Okay, so this die here, and just so you know, this one perfectly fits around it with a little border. So this one, we want all these pieces out to nest right into this. And you could have that on your card. You could take one out at a time, but this method works pretty good. So I'm going to knock these little pieces out and then use a press and seal to hold them. Let me get this out of the way. So if ever I'm doing a video and you're like, what's going on there? Now you know. Okay, so I'm just going to put all these little pieces right onto my scratch paper. And it's kind of handy that my die is a little warped, because when I push on them, I could tell that they fall right to the scratch paper. Oops, that one came out. I'll have to check it. Okay, so now when I flip it over, it's clean. This one can go right back into place. Right about there. Okay, so you're like, okay, start putting them in, but let's do this. Which side is sticky? That side. Yay! Oh! Well, you know what I mean, right? At least they're all here. They're all accounted for. Okay, so that's what the press and seal trick is. So let's build our card. And we'll use this little setup because it has 20 pieces, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 heart pieces, 1 word friend, I dot. That's the dot for the I. And 1 pretty peacock heart. Okay. So we have our cute crochet on here. This is going to be attached to there. And about midpoint. And you could change things up however you like. When you have your card kit, well, maybe I can. Let's see how it all lays out. Let's try it. Let's try it this way. But I can make my word friend. So I'm going to put glue on half of this, because if I put it on the whole thing, I'm going to get gluey messy. And if there's a way to stay tidy and clean, that's nice. So I'll do it right up until the E. Put those in place. Like, where's that I? We're going to get it. Oh, I'm getting glue everywhere. But that's okay. It'll dry clear. And after this glue sets just a minute, I'll do the rest of it. So where is that eye? It's right here. This one. So just a little bit. It's hanging on pretty good. Okay, there it is. It's on there. Okay, so, yay. I think I have it upside down. I think the most narrow part is the bottom. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then to glue the rest of my words. Maybe I'll try to keep the glue a little bit thinner this time so it doesn't squish out. Okay, so what kind of words? Unbound, hope friend, celebrate friend, hello friend, you are loved. Is that too smushy? Have a blessed day friend. I mean, this is a good set. Oh, I wanted to do the birthday. Happy birthday friend. I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. Grateful for the everyday magic of you. Oh, happy birthday. And do it straight. Are you thinking that's kind of a long label for the words, but I'm going to trim it. I have a plan. Okay, let me check how this stamps. Good thing I'm checking because I missed the part of the AY. Yeah, those are coming out a little light. Okay. Happy birthday. And I'm going to push a little harder there. Perfect. I might have caught an edge, but I'm not going to tell anyone. Happy birthday. So, because this is too long, I do have it a little bit low, but I'm going to pretend like I planned that. So I'm just going to kind of curve it around and then do a little bit of crazy work and then make the edge rounded. Because it kind of is similar to this. And it's definitely imperfect. It's perfectly imperfect. Okay, I'm kind of wanting to build that heart. So if we have this, that, this, where's friend going to go? Oh, I like that. Maybe if it goes down a little lower. No, I like it up here. I like the white space. There's a whole lot going on right here, but I like the white space. I was going to bring friend down lower so it doesn't conflict with this fancy, lots of texture heart, but I think it's better here because it provides the white space. Okay, so to build the heart, let's do that. The heart can stay right there. So I'll stick that down. So I have it about this far from the top and that far from the edge. So I don't know if I have any stories. Tony went to his first physical therapy just a few days ago, and he walked in without his walker, He had a hip replacement, and he walked in without his cane, and I'm like, they're going to be so impressed with you. And the physical therapist said, I notice what you're doing. Okay. He goes, but you should use that cane because it takes pressure off of the ouchie spot. And we want you walking smooth rather than with a little bit of a limp, kind of like those tucked together. He says, so if you use the cane, you take 30% of pressure off of your ouchie and you heal quicker. So he goes, but when I get up to get out of my chair to go to the bathroom or to go into the kitchen, which is right there, he says, I don't need it. And the doctor says, well, that's okay, but just try to use it more than never. So that was good news. And he has a few more exercises, but otherwise doing good, which is really, really nice to hear. I know some of you heard the video where, gosh, I was really nervous. Because the first, I think day 2, 3, and 4, 2 and 3 especially, were not too good. His knee, it was his knee. But he's doing good now. And thank you all. Oh, I have a few. I wonder about the ribbon. Should I tie it around the bottom? Well, we'll give that a try in a minute. I have a few thank you cards that I can't wait to show you. So after we make this card, I want to show you the thank you cards. But we have to build, hold on. We have to build this. Okay, so here are the 20 pieces. And I'm going to do just a few at a time. And I'm going to put glue in there. Because on the sample, I put glue in all of them. And the glue dried up by the time I had them positioned. So I'll put that. And there's one of them. And the this paper, what is it called? Press and seal, is more just so you're not trying to figure out each piece, the size of it, and put it all in like a puzzle. This is kind of like a answer to the puzzle. Okay. And this one goes right there. Nope, not you guys yet. Nope, not that one yet either. I think Evan and Michaela just snuck in. We're gonna watch Bruiser today, but I want to see how, Michaela sent the cutest on Facebook because she's now 20 weeks pregnant. And she put on, well, she sent it to us before, this picture of her holding a container of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Guess what the name of it was? Half Baked. Because a few days ago, she was at 20 weeks. Baby is half baked. She's just so clever. She's so cute. She's so beautiful. Okay, so that's all the stickum. But you see how the press and seal is kind of handy right now. So I'll do these. It's like when you were in school, did you have, what was that yellow book called that had all the answers for, like, you have to read this book as part of the curriculum. And then it was like a summary of what the book was, and you didn't have to read the book. That's what press and seal is. What is the name of that? Crib notes? Crypt notes? kind of like you're cheating. I don't think that goes there. It doesn't. And this one. And that one. We're getting there. Look at that. Okay, and now, because that's all that's left, let's try to finish it up. So I was thinking I needed a piece under here for the heart, but I think this works just fine. Okay, thin glue. So yesterday was a class in Cottage Grove, and all the girls were telling me about this shop. I think like Flower Basket is the name of it. They're like, oh yeah, they're having their sale. And everyone was a little bit late because all the girls were going to this place. And I'm like, well, how many flowers can you buy? They go, oh, no. It is a gift store. Yes, they do. It's a florist too. But they got all kinds of cute clothes. And they said, we're surprised you don't know about it because everything that you wear looks like it comes from there. So you know they're singing, they're talking my name. I'm like, oh. And stuff on sale. I love a sale. So after class, I had to go over there and I had to look at what is this place? And it was like 2 blocks off of the main street, 2 blocks off of where we have class. So I went into there. Oh my gosh. And I didn't want to be there long because I could tell. I wanted everything. Like really everything. Everything that they had. And you know how they always put the super new stuff and the cute stuff out on the rack? I wanted it all. So I did what I call power shop. I just took my size, one of all the things I liked, and I said, what is your return policy? So I know I'm not going to keep all these, but I'm too lazy to try stuff on. She goes, well, just keep the tags on. Okay. So I did a little bit of damage. I tried to use like a couple different credit cards, and they're like, no, we're a little bit old school. We do credit cards, but we can't split it and do Apple Pay and yeah. So it's sitting out there in the car. And they give me this homemade cookie thing on and like individually wrapped with all that fancy frosting on a cookie. It's just sitting out there in my car being all happy amongst itself. Like I should just return it all. And I'll probably love everything and not return anything. Okay, so we just have this heart for the inside, but this is looking good. You see how the press and seal kind of helped out with putting the heart together? So that's going to go there. That will go there. Oh, that's cute. I kind of like this layout. Portrait rather than, it could be friend. Happy birthday! And I could cover up my little whoops. No. Okay, these are going to go on with dimensionals. Dimensionals. Oh, only 2 left. Have to get more. That can go. I want to see, because I think if I put it there, it doesn't make the heart shape as obvious. So how about right about here? Because then you could see the whole heart shape. Then this, yeah, that's really cute. Dimensionals. Can't use little ones. There we go. I might use lots of little ones. Oh, I didn't put the ribbon on. Well, maybe the ribbon gets to go under friend. Okay, the rest of them are going to be mini. Even this one might be too big. Mini, mini, mini. A half a mini on the F and the D. Now my scissors are all stickied up. If ever you have stickied up scissors, take your adhesive remover and it'll remove adhesive. Good. Good. Okay, so the plan was for it to be there, but this is making it look real collage-like. It could be friend, said with a big F. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, that's where it's going to be. I'll put some glue on the ribbon. Oh, that top part kind of held it down. Just because I didn't really put any adhesive on the ribbon. Stay flat. The ribbon is saying, I don't need any adhesive. Okay, that's just a touch. We know it's not going to fall off. Oh, the bling, the bling. Right here. So these, it looks like it has, like maybe silver, I don't want to say chicken wire, but just kind of a diamond crosshatch little pattern in it. Oh, where to put these? I kind of like this layout better. Okay, so we've got the sparkle represented here. So how about okay, you could just slide off if you want to do that. How about right here and there? Oh, I was going to try to cover up that. Can hardly tell it's there. Okay, we are done with the front. Isn't that just the cutest? So which layout do you like better? I kind of like this one, how it's a little bit more snug, where this, the layout, it's everywhere. The colors are very happy. And oh, these colors. Guess how I came up with these colors? I was trying to figure out, well, whenever I have a die set and I'm like, what do all these pieces do? I just cut it out in any color paper, whatever is easy to find, just so I know what the dies do. For instance, this one, if I were to cut it right here on the paper, just the holes would pop out. And if I look at this, I'm thinking, oh, it cuts out the whole thing. No. And then this one cuts out just this kind of a silhouette of this thing right here. That's going to go on the inside. So it's good just to kind of play with the dies first so you know what to expect. And usually I tuck them into the die little pocket. But I laid them all out on here and I'm like, I like those colors together. Okay, so that's going to go there. And I'm going to try to use the different stamp set words. The something fancy. Okay, done with that. So I'm glad you all know why I've got all these little dirty pieces. They're clean, but they're dirty. Okay, and what was that one? I like that one here. Grateful for the everyday magic. I think that I didn't forget. Oh, nothing fancy, just love. There it is. Okay. So that's good. Ooh. Nothing, nothing fancy, just love in the middle of the heart. Oh, I wonder if this would fit. Might be a little too big. Well, I could try it and I could flip the paper over. Okay, that's where it should go. Good. Then that kind of works. But then it's in the way of that. Okay, this is just going to be right down here. Then what did I do in here? Oh, I stamped that little leaf. Oh, and I like that too. I like it all. So how about if we do the little leaf? So it's somewhat copying this, the little leaf over here. I keep wanting to put this over the top. Should have chose different words. Oh, that one works. Okay. New plan. New plan. This plan. So this is going to go right in the middle. This can go. Ooh. You know what? When in doubt, right here. Just like that. So I had to stamp it a little bit low so that the heart has room to be on the white paper. Just like that. Yes, I love it. And a little heart right here. And then where's the green? That can be no, just one. I think I need to re-ink this. Cute. Just leave it like that. Less is more, right? Okay, I love how that turned out. Okay, so let's glue it down, and I'll do a little bit at a time. This little bit. It's okay if it goes over because I have a little border. Just pretend like I planned that. Okay, and then the heart. I should have left it on the picker-upper tool. If ever your thing isn't pickering-uppering, get a little bit of new stuff. I have tape here because this thing was all, no matter what I did, it was all shaken. A little bit of tape makes the connection, and they're a little bit better. Okay. Too much. Too much. Isn't that sweet? Okay. So this will go inside. Oh, and I want to show you the Tony Get Well cards. And I know it's been a little bit since he's had the surgery, but he's back to driving. He still gets such a kick. He says, I got fan mail today. And he sits down, and before he even looks at his paper, which is his newspaper, which is kind of his priority, always, he looks at his fan mail. And he critiques them. Because I critique my cards, and I tell him what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and he notices different things than I do. He notices the words mostly. And when I do cards, I notice the kind of like the art and the layout and like the cleanness of the equal borders. I notice stuff like that. He notices different things, which I love that. But he gets such a kick out of them. And then when it's been a few days without, he goes, well, I guess I'm getting better. I have no more fan mail. And I'm like, yeah. But thank you all for sending them. Okay, so this card is done. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'd still love to know your thoughts on card kits versus completed cards. So here's this one. I'm thinking this could have been a little bit different if it was off to one side or another. I still like it. Okay, so let me show you Get Well cards plus another card. So I'm going to start with this one. So I went to a birthday party, Barb, and we had a lot of fun. And she sent me this card as a thank you for the gift. Look at that little pup with a little bow on her bottom and a necklace, a texture. I think you are wonderful. Oh, is that just the cutest thing ever? I love this card. Barb, thank you. It's very cute. Heart on it. Then this one is from Debbie. Even look how she did the pencils, which are part of the trusty tool. And I know she likes little birds. The trusty tool bundle. Okay, look at that. This is a real measuring tape. It's kind of like that flexible plastic. And look how she colored all of these little things. And he does do lots of tool stuff. But what's interesting is when you feel this, it's really thick. And I looked on the side and it looks like it's maybe a blue foam, but it isn't like what I would do. I would just put it around the outside edge. She has the whole thing. I mean, that could be dinner on this thing. And then a kind little note saying, get well. Debbie, you did really good. I love this. And then this is from Maria. St. Paul, Minnesota, Maria. So look at that. And if I were to take this camera, turn it around back over to there, this is what you see. There's like a mountain over there. Not a mountain, it's a hill. This is so her. I love the moose. Beautiful card. And even look how she did the tree trunk. So pretty. Thank you, Maria. And then, look at this. Do any of you have this set? It is the greatest set. It's here, it's gone, but it's wonderful. Hope you're back on your feet soon. Because, you know, he has a new hip. Sometimes That's all there is to say is ouch. But he's doing good. It's from Diane. Does it say? It doesn't have a return address on it. Diane, if you're watching this, send me an email to jilliebling@yahoo.com or leave a comment because I'd like to send you a thank you card for the Get Well card. That's my plan, but this is just so cute. Snail mail from Canada. Oh, right there. Diane Murphy, I think I have your email is there. I'll ask you because I want to send you a thank you card. But isn't that just the cutest? Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I love to hear your comments, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.